What's happening, YouTube? Back in the day, Gamer here. Thank you very much for joining me on another episode of the Weekly Retro Challenge. In honor of last night's big fight, we're going to be doing some boxing, which means we're playing Super Punch-Out. Normal rules apply, no turbo controllers, no save states. When you're filming your run, do it cold. Don't play for hours and hours, then film it. So you get 3 shots to get your high score. Let's quit listening to me and do some boxing. I'll fill you in on the rest of the challenge rules in the ring.
Alright, YouTube, here we go. Thank you for joining me once again on this episode of the Weekly Retro Challenge. And the featured game for this episode, in honor of the big Mayweather-McGregor fight last night, will be Super Punch-Out! The second greatest boxing game ever made. Second only to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And Mike Tyson is the only thing this game is missing. So here's what we're going to do for our challenge. Select a new game. Enter your name and start off a new file. So there's no fight stats from any previous fights. Go to championship mode. And in honor of McGregor making it 10 rounds, we are going to see what YouTube can do in 10 rounds. So there's 4 in the minor circuit, 4 in the major circuit, and that'll put you on the second guy in the world circuit, which is Hakekakaro, the Japanese guy with the long hair, if in fact you make it that far without being defeated. If you get defeated, that counts as a round. You know, you get plenty of rests, so I don't think anybody will really have a problem going 10 fights or rounds. I'm doing air quotations right now. So, at the end of those 10 rounds, we are going to see who has the highest score. So the first fight here is Gabby J, the Glass Joe of Super Nintendo. We're going to go ahead and, well, I'm going to fight him, but I'm going to skip to the title match on the minor circuit because you all can get past these guys just as easy as I can. So, see ya at the end of the minor circuit. Oh, there you go. Well, I didn't do too good there. Bald Bull stuck me on his bull charge twice. So I got knocked out twice. But I got lucky and stuck him there on that third charge. So I did beat him. And I made it through that whole circuit without dying. Although I got knocked down twice by Bald Bull, which is terrible. And that's going to hurt my score. But there you go. That's my total score for the minor circuit. And we take a look right here when it shows you. So, you know, pause a second because I'm going to need to get a look at these scores because it starts over at every circuit. So I'm going to need to look and add them up. And remember, I skipped through it as to not bore you, but we are going to need to see your gameplay footage. Plus, I want to see any tricks that you might know to make me better at this game. So, there we go. Minor circuit clear. That was 4 guys. I didn't die, so 4 rounds. And as I said before, this game is awesome, but I like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out better. That being said, the gameplay is a lot more fun on this. You can really brawl and throw down a lot better. But the drawback, other than being no Mike Tyson, is that there is no training scene with you and Doc with your pink jumpsuit on while he rides a bike. What's up with that? How do they skip that? So here we go. First guy on the major circuit, which is my 5th round of gameplay, so we are at the halfway point, is Bob Charlie. Yeah, man, a parody of Bob Marley. And this guy is about as tough as Gabby J. He just pound the crap right out of this guy. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and skip to the end of this guy as well, because otherwise this is going to be 20 minutes long, and obviously I can kick the crap out of this guy, so fast forward. Whoa, so there you go, I beat that stoner up without even getting hit. I wonder if he gets some bonus points for a flawless victory. Let's see. I don't know. I don't want to stare at it too much anyway. So there you go. That was 5 rounds of play. You guys are following me now on the rules, right? 5 rounds. Now, if I would have lost to him, that still would have been a round, and I'd be fighting him again. So it's not wins. It's just each fight we're counting as a round. So this guy's a little more difficult if you don't have his pattern down. I still I'm not a sports game guy, but I love Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And, despite that being my favorite game of all times, I never had this game back in the day. I got it about a year ago, and when I first got it, I got drop kicked in the face. When I first got it, I played it for a week or so, could never beat it, just got frustrated because the last guy I could get to was just so hard. Put it on the shelf, haven't played it since. Did do some practicing this week for the weekly retro challenge. So here we are. I had lots of ideas I wanted to do for rules on this challenge, but after watching the fight last night, said, you know what? Let's just go with, you gotta keep it somehow, tag it along with the fight from last night, which is what everybody I'm sure is still talking about. If you didn't see it, you should watch it. Obviously, you know the result now, so it makes it much less exciting, but it was a good fight. From what I heard, McGregor was just... I guess I should pay attention instead of talk. Jeez, he hit me twice already? Whew, I gotta concentrate. So like I was saying, nobody expected McGregor to make it 10 rounds. People were talking 4 or 5 rounds, whatever. He did really good. I expected a super boring fight with Mayweather dodging and blah, 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 but it was great. I had a great time. Had a few cocktails over my butt. Good time had by all. So here we go. Masked Muscle. This guy, one of my favorite characters from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was Soda Popinski. And I really like how they brought back a lot of the guys. Bald Bull, Sandman, Super Macho Man. But I wish they would have brought back Soda Popinski. But this guy is essentially him. So I'm cool with that. Uh-oh. That was dumb. I definitely do a lot better at this when I don't talk. Don't let him spit in your eyes. Not doing too bad on this guy so far. Oh, every time. If you watch my weekly retro challenges, every time I say I'm not doing too bad or something, it's when I get popped. I'm going to shut my mouth. Uh-oh. Stuck him. Well, that was a terrible fight. Past the 2-minute mark, I got knocked down twice. My score is going to suck. Ugh. What are you going to do? So Mr. Sandman. Now this, to me, is the first guy that brings any challenge. Or, not any challenge, but actual challenge. Most of those guys I fought already are just pushovers. Sandman's not too tough, but here's where the difficulty begins. So I'm going to need to shut my mouth and fight. I don't want to give you any hints because I want to win, but you're better off not trying to use too many super punches on him. Works better just throwing down. That is one of the good things, better things about this one. You can really brawl. Oh, Oh! Sandman's super punches are way easier to dodge in this one than in Mike Tyson's. Woo! Alright. That was 3, wasn't it? TKO, yeah! Well, there's a ton of things I want to say about this game. Like I started, but I need to concentrate, otherwise I lose my rhythm and get knocked out. But obviously, the graphics are fantastic. Like the crowd detail behind you there. Definitely a step up from the Super Nintendo. You know, you got large enemy sprites. They all look great. I love how your character, Little Mac, is like translucent, which helps immensely in the game. And then he looks great when they show him here. On top of that, the sound effects are fantastic. You know, the crowd cheers, the ding of the bell, the thump of the punches, the groans when they get hit, the slam on the mat, the KO. You know, the announcer, he even calls out each person's name as they enter the ring. So there you go, major circuit cheer. Congratulations, we have a new champion. Take a look at that score. I think that's pretty good. So here's the Conor McGregor of Super Punch-Out. Sometimes this guy just hands me my ass. When he does his charge, if you don't stick him, he just keeps punching you until you're knocked out. As far as I know, there's nothing you can do except get knocked out to start him over. So I don't plan on getting knocked out. Now, I don't want to help you because I want to win. But a little tip is, when you use your super punch, if he still has enough life and doesn't get knocked down, he comes at you with this grab him charge. And if you're lucky and you get him with your punch and he goes down, you're good. But if you don't, he usually does his little dance and, well, this one right here. And it ends up in him punching you until you die. If you do make it through this barrage, you get one chance to throw some punches, but then it's right back to just barraging you with punches until you get knocked down like that. I'm doing alright. Not exactly blowing any top scores out of the water, but I mean, he knocked me down, so that's going to hurt my score. But at least I got to him without losing yet. Boom! Alright, well, that's not a great time, but I got him. So let's move on to my 10th round. Well, let's check out my score first. But this is the 9th round, so now we're moving on to the final. That's not a good score for this guy. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Had to take a little telephone break there. Work needed something. I didn't want to tell him I was at home playing video games. Okay, so I've gone 9 fights or rounds. So this here is my final, whether I win or lose. So, hopefully I win because I won the previous 9. Plus, this guy's got long hair and pink gloves and makeup. So I can't lose to him. As I was saying before, there's a ton of things about this game that are awesome that I want to talk about, but I can't because I'll lose concentration and then that'll happen. Somebody's driving by honking. Can you hear that? I like my blue snowball mic, but I don't know if it's that good. I think it's my neighbor on his golf cart. Alright, alright. I got this. I got this. And we're going to end with a bang. Bang! Super punch! Love that slam into the concrete. Canvas, I mean, not concrete. Canvas. Boom! Then the crowd goes wild. Back in the day, gamer makes it through 10 fights without dying. So, adding up the 2 previous circuit scores and the world circuit total right there for a total of, putting the number on the screen now because I don't know it yet, but that there is my run for this episode of the Weekly Retro Challenge. Sorry there was a hiatus there. My computer went down and we had to figure out what it was before I even got it fixed, but now it is. So we're back in the mix of things. So, since we're posting this a few days early, we're going to be changing some things around, but if you want to get in this, make your video, follow the rules, submit your video, post it in the comments below, and the end time for you to submit your video will be Friday night. So you've got all week. No, I'm sorry, not Friday night. What night? What night do you guys want it to be? No, it's going to be Sunday night. So you got all weekend, and that gives us, you can play it for an entire week. That gives us a couple of days to edit it. We were taking submissions through like Monday, but now it's going to end Sunday night. So Monday morning, we're going to start doing the editing. So if you want to get in here, make your video, submit it in the comments below before then. Put it in there afterwards. That's fine. We just probably won't be able to get you into the video. So, thanks for watching, YouTube. Good luck, everybody. I did pretty well, so I set the bar kind of high. But, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And until next week, keep it retro!